What is it, NASCAR fans? And we're back to Just Daytona immediately. You're just for back. And we're today in Daytona International Speedway. I'm going to be jumping out of Dale Earnhardt Jr. And because all this recent loud things just like before, I can't believe that isn't going to be making for so much more. I'll be using for just slightly like these ones, as we've been checking out for the 2007 Toyota, and because it's only one vehicle, I really guess. I think that's slightly that I just literally entered around here. Toyota has entered since 2006, and I'm going to be using the 1987 Oldsmobile or the Buick, and looks like here comes the 200 miles an hour, and just hit by the car tomorrow with the wing, with some kind of damage on this thing. So without further ado, and we have replay broadcast check, and we're gonna be making sure that always weighs in about 215 miles an hour. I'm very sure that this car weighs over 215 miles an hour. It's going to be blasting all the way to 216 miles an hour. I really think this is going to be such as best. Now, what you really think that the Aero cars goes 200 miles per hour is back on track, because it's only in Daytona International Speedway. You can easily crash all the way down here for a huge amount of damages. Anyways, let's respawn the 1987 Buick that I just literally gonna be using, the #1 Francisco. Probably these guys are just keeping ourselves wrecking it out, and I'm probably not sure that we're moving on to this thing. So I'm currently using a Buick. Now we're slightly gonna be slipstream all the way itself, because of that lag is gonna be taking itself for one place. Really sure that these guys are just gonna be trying to reckon me itself alone, but looks like I'm still going to be speeding anyway. So we have looking into the inside of the first person and the roof camera as well, the side camera, and probably this is looking like it's gonna be a various mess. So it looks like 200 miles per hour is back on track, but only in Daytona International Speedway from Just Daytona. Around for many more reasons inside of chat filter. It's gonna be something more likely serious, but when these guys are just gonna be trying to say something, and then Brazilianos are going to take over Daytona, right then, I should be able to bump draft of this thing until that I just made this one various incident of these cars right away. I think this is going to be slightly felt. It's going to be ruined for my mind. I felt I was going to be crashed very easy, and because of these body parts are just keeping it falling apart and turn this track into a mess, that will result for a yellow flag. I'll be taking for this a 1 pole position, and I'm going to be bump track test up to this vehicle. As you can see, there must be flying parts everywhere. Overtake one vehicle going on the outside, and that is how that I just going to be taken for one advantage. 200 miles per hour is one advantage is going to be to do. So even it's not all of these classic supercars or the NASCAR vehicles like the Generation 4s and Generation 6 goes on 200 miles per hour. Then as you can see, Danny Hamlin died around instantly, and I just eventually always crash it around here. So I'll be switching and turn itself that Intimidator for Dale Earnhardt itself. I should be able to get for this thing later. But still using the Buick, and I'm gonna be switching anything is gonna be very possible. I'm in number 12. Then sadly, there is something that's going to be blocking off the road, and what makes those idiots ruin this, and I'm pretty not very sure it's going to be a red flag for driving backwards, and anything is going to be going. By using this Buick, anything is going to be going all the way. So let's see for the replay broadcast. Not everything is going to be going all the way for around here. So as you can see, 200 miles per hour is back, except Talladega is possible. And what feature is going to be for itself for the Aero cars from the 1980s, which is going all the way to 200 miles an hour. Over 210 miles per hour we go, and it's slightly faster than Jackson Storm. Because just like I just literally said, it's awesome! More also means it's going to be taking a little bit of 200 miles per hour. But first off, I'm the Intimidator of this game, or any NASCAR games, we got anything. And because of Inside of Daytona, that I just eventually joined the group of Just Daytona, which two times I'm probably not sure that I'm not smart. Double the time of the laps means it's going to be taking for very fast, but cheating is literally possible. Because exclusive fast are going for 200 miles per hour, just like in PNU Talladega, or probably it's not going to be, thankfully. This is not going to be taking that I just officially guessed. It's going to be taking a little bit for an high risking overturn C's as well. Well, I just saved myself because of that crash, or some kind of a horrifical mistake around to take itself for just one time. I'm probably not sure that somebody who's just going to be wrecking my vehicle, blocking my way, is going to be very easy of taking off this road. Let's just take it back into the pits, and I will not subject to get turned all over this thing. So looks like I'm going to be switched into Pontiac. I barely missed the pits. Anyways, I should be able to change the vehicle, and that must be Oldsmobile. Feels not good. And about the Thunderbird just smashed me all over to this thing. So I will be finding the Pontiac, I guess, instead of 1987 Chevy. It looks like a Brazilipino car. I think these cars are just going to be slightly more loud. So I can see the 1987 Pontiac. This is the number 75, and let's just going to be changing into somewhere number 43. So let's just see, I guess. I cannot believe this isn't likely to turn, I guess. And then ended up switching into Richard Petty, I guess. Now let's just going for replay broadcast, and looks like somebody is going to be trying to block my way. Anything it goes. So even because of this only one thing that I got currently 18 laps driven, and let's see, we're going to be making for just one straight, and all of these 200 miles per hour guys have just taken a little bit for one stress. Now in Just Daytona, you can only using for just an Aero cars for the 1980s, which is going 215 miles per hour. Now I guess it's going to be taking a little bit serious fast, but only you have sudden your Intimidator as well. If you're just going to be trying to become an Intimidator as well for the intimidating speedness of 200 miles per hour, just make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And looks like I just slightly going to be changing some schemes. Sorry for that. And because of this only one thing, I just eventually changing into number 42, and then I got hit by a 2012 car tomorrow because he didn't absolutely going to get ourselves to go immediately on safe spawn, and I wasn't able to guess. This is pretty such as a cursed idea, but unfortunately we're not doing this again in the public server. But looks like I should be able to spin it all the way out, and made a huge crash, and this is where I don't believe this isn't absolutely what is going on. Respawned in 1987, and how absolutely has got to be worse. Now I'm going to be using a Thunderbird, and we're going to be taking a little bit, guys, along with itself, using the number 73. As you may all know, in about for 200 miles per hour of these guys, instead of using for the Oldsmobile and Chevrolet, I'm all slightly using Fords and the Buicks and the Pontiacs as well, slightly more louder than I just ever imagined. And because as you can hear, for some kind of for a car of tomorrow, or we just eventually spin out and unfortunate save. With just not, I just literally guess. It feels it's gonna be more stressful for spinning it out. But luckily we said it's going to be the end of this video. But luckily we said it's gonna be more loud, I just literally to do so. Because tomorrow morning I just gonna be literally upload of this video, so I just literally making for more. And because this day that I just already upload or scheduled for the September 26th as well. So I'll be headed back into the pits, and unfortunately it was gonna be the end of this video. So I'm just gonna be turning the chat filter off, and I'll be making it to the end of this video. So like and subscribe and click the bell. That 200-mile-per-hour vehicles are bad, just like in the 1980s. But under 200 miles per hour is almost everything it goes, including the 2007 cars that eventually added for this thing. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and it's still gotta be more loud than I just officially guessed. And this is going to be Turbo Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you Miniland and NASCAR fans all later for that.